Survivor and Scrappy Mania, and today I want to show you another project you can do with your envelope punch board. If you've seen the last winter CHA, the We Are Memory came out with another punch board, and it was a set of three, and it was three different boxes. You have a candy box, I don't know what the name of the other one, but then one of the punch boards made these boxes. So I went online and I saw a video of a lady that she was creating these boxes with this punch board. So I decided to go ahead and show you how to do it. And I'll put the link of the person that has a video on how to create these. Now she used Velcro for hers, but I was able to figure out how to do a slit in order to just, if you don't have Velcro, you can just put a slit and it'll work just like the envelope punch from We Are Memory Keepers. So let me show you how to do it. Now the advantage of doing your own is you can make any size box, not just the boxes of that the other board does. So you can do any size of box. Now I do have, this is a 6x6, this is a 12x12, and I do have an 8x8 and a 9x9. Now the trick to it is that you need to divide it 3 equal parts. Like a 6x6 is easy, it's 2x2. So you punch at 2 inches and 2 inches and rotate, punch at 2 inches and 2 inches and so forth. So that's pretty easy to divide by 3. The 9x9 is easy to divide by 3 because you can, it's divided by 3, just 3. So at the 3-inch mark, and I'm talking about here, so these have measurements. So at the 3-inch mark, you can score, punch and then score at that mark, and you'll see in a moment what I'm talking about. So the 9x9 is pretty easy. The 8x8, I went ahead and did one, and the measurement will be 2 5/8. So if you do 2 5/8, and this is the one I'm going to show you because it's a little more difficult one, but it actually everything works the same. So for this one, the measurement is 2 5/8 of an inch. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, and before I get started, you need to punch. You need a piercer or something to make a hole, because what I do is I measure the center here and then I cut. So I use this to measure the center. You need a pair of scissors to make your slit on top. But if you don't want to do the slit or anything like that, you can use Velcro, or you can even put a little ribbon, tie a ribbon on here. You can even put a glue dot, anything like that. But I want to show you how to do it with the slit. So I'm going to take my board. You need your score tool, and I'm going to measure at 2 5/8, which is right here. So 2 5/8 right there. As you can see right there. So I'm going to score at 2 5/8, punch down, take your scoring tool, and just score along the line here. Okay? You're going to turn it over because it's a lot easier to turn it over so you get exact measurements. I'm going to score again at 2 5/8, punch and score. Going to rotate, and you're going to do 2 5/8, punch, and it's already score. Turn it around, 2 5/8, punch, and score. Okay. Turn it around, 2 5/8, punch, score. Flip it over, 2 5/8, punch, score, and then 2 5/8 again, and you're just gonna punch at the same distance all across. 2 5/8, punch, score, and now I have more my 4 sizes punch. Now I need to make the indentation, the score line from here to here. So actually I like using the scoring board because what I do is I align. So you see the score line there. So there's a little score line there. right there, I go ahead and align the point of this onto the score line, and then I take my scoring tool. Once I have it nicely aligned, I just score across, and that will make my score line right there. I'm going to do that to all 4 sizes. Just going to align this score line to my pointer there, and then score down across. The same thing here, and one more time. Okay, so I'm done with the scoring tool. Put that away, my scoring board. Get rid of these little extra paper. And then I'm just going to score all along these score lines. Thicker kind of cardstock. You may want to use your bone score to kind of give it a nice crisp edge like that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and measure my center point. So I'm going to bring these 2 together. You take your piercer and figure out where you want the that cut to be. So I'm going to make a hole right there. And you just eye it. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, really. It's just, as long as it's even and you cut it in the same area, we are good to go. So I'm going to do it there. Make sure it's nice and even. And poke. Okay, so there, I'm done with that. And the next thing I want to do is I want to score this line. So the best way I find to do this, especially when you have large or 12 by 12, you're going to bring this point, you're going to make sure it's nice and folded. You're going to bring this point, you're going to align it to that, and then you're going to score right here. So let me bring it up so you can see what I did. So I'm going to bring this edge to this edge, make sure it's match up, and then I press down and score. So see what it makes? Something like that. You're going to do that to all 4 sizes. So I find it easy to just put it on the table, bring this up, align it, and then score. Make a nice crease scoring line. Do the same thing here. Okay, and one more. These are so simple to do, especially now for the holidays. You make tons of these for your nice Christmas decorating paper, and you can put little treats for your coworker. And that's what I'm planning to do this year. I'm going to make these boxes, put little treats, a little cupcake or something like that, and I'm going to give it as a present for my coworker. And I got tons and tons of gift Christmas paper. I got two pads of those, so I'm going to use those this year. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do the little slit in order to make it come together. So what I do is, if you notice the little hole there, I just take my scissors and I cut like a little smiley face up to that hole. See? Little smiley face up to that hole. Now, since I cut it this way, when I come to the opposite side, I'm going to cut it on the same side, the right side. Okay? And what I'm doing is I'm just cutting, all of them I cut the same way, and you will never get it wrong. So always cut it on the right side. Do the same thing here. Notice I'm cutting it from the right towards the center. Turn it around, cut it from the right toward the center. So there I have my little slits. Now we're going to assemble it together. Put this slit through there. See how it just nicely fits. Do the same thing, this slit into there. And there you have it. Nice little box. Okay. And actually this slit, let me see the slit underneath. Actually that's good. Okay, so there you have it. Nice little box. Might have done a little bit, we could have worked a little better on these slits. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I didn't put it all the way in. There. You got to put it all the way, sorry. Make sure you put it all the way in until it catches. Make sure you put it all the way in until it catches. Now it works a little better. Okay, so there you have it. So here's your nice little box. And then here's my other box that I created that way, and here's my other box. So I hope you like this tutorial on how to create your boxes with your Envelop punch board. And in a prior video, I showed you how to create a file folder or file tab using your Envelop punch board, and now I show you how to create a box. So I hope you like it, and thank you for watching. Bye now.